Hello Cancer, Jessica here with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. So for this reading, we're going to be taking a look at the energies for the first 2 weeks of October. So we'll start off with general messages and energies. We'll follow that up by taking a look into the crystal for anything else that you may need to know. We'll conclude the reading by taking a look into love and romance for yourself and your partner or potential partner. So let's get started. This is for Cancer for the first half of October. General messages and energies. What does Cancer need to know for the first half of October? Overall energy, we have the Two of Pentacles, moment to moment. We have the Seven of Cups with the Page of Swords. We have the Devil, conditioning, and the Wheel of Fortune, change. So I did have the Devil flip out while I was pre-shuffling for you before I started the camera. So that will be a fairly significant energy, I think. Now, the overall energy here, the Two of Pentacles, this is ultimately about you being able to move forward with a very sure step. So you may be coming from a place where you've been trying to figure out which way to go, or maybe you have a couple of options on your plate and you have to kind of commit to just one. I see you being able to, you're not dealing with Two of Swords where you're like stuck in this weighing of pros and cons. Here you're very light on your feet. You're not going to take too long trying to sort things out. You're just kind of moving along, really nice even pace, and things are flowing quite smoothly. That's the overall energy, which is good because there is a little bit of difficulty showing up within the lower cards here, and these are the details. So overall energy is good. This is you being very flexible, very adaptable, and able to navigate change successfully. Now we have the Seven of Cups with the Page of Swords. This is someone in your life right now that is causing you a bit of difficulty. This person is potentially aggressive. They may always be picking fights. They may be talking behind your back because the way that they're coming up here paired with the Seven of Cups, they're showing you one face. You know, they're being nice, they're pretending to be all, you know, easygoing, but then they're turning around and they're probably talking to other people and saying something completely different. So either they're making things up or they're twisting the truth or whatever it might be. This person is causing some trouble for you, and you need to be aware of that. Whether you maybe already are, probably a lot of you are aware of that, but this is going to be highlighted. Remember, you're able to navigate that successfully. You're quick on your feet, you're adaptable. If something comes up that's not working out, you're able to shift out of that very easily. So this person, try to avoid this person if you can. They're not good for you, and they're going to cause you trouble, and it's really not worth it. That's not always going to be possible. This could be somebody that you work closely with. This could be somebody in your immediate family that you're not able to avoid. But for whatever reason, they're coming in here with a lot of aggressive energy directed towards you, but they're not coming directly at you. You know, like they're not coming up and saying things directly to your face, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that. Rather, they're being passive aggressive, and they're going around and they're talking to other people, and that's going to affect you negatively. So just be aware of this. This can put you in a compromising position. If this person starts to spread rumors or shift, alter the truth a little bit, this is going to put you in a place of vulnerability. And people may start to look at you differently because maybe they believe this other person. So this needs to be nipped in the bud. If you get wind of this person starting to talk behind your back and causing the other people around you who normally look at you very favorably and have great respect for you, if this person starts to try to shift other people's opinions against you, you're going to feel like you have your hands tied and aren't able to overcome that, but you will be able to, because we have the Wheel of Fortune. And this is karma coming back around and biting that person in the butt. So you don't have to worry. You just have to keep on minding your own business with this Two of Pentacles, carrying along your normal, lighthearted self, doing very well, being very flexible, taking the punches and rolling with it. This person is going to get what's coming to them. Karma is coming. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, and it's going to start shifting and changing. And all those people that they were talking to, saying things that weren't true, are going to know that this person is not someone to be trusted. People aren't going to listen to what this person says anymore. So ultimately, it's unfortunate and uncomfortable. The best thing you can do is to recognize this person. Try to put a stop to it if you can. You have to be sure, because we do have the devil here, we have to be sure that you don't stoop down to their level. I think that's going to be the challenge, because this is very irritating energy, and it's easy to fight like with like, but you want to make sure you maintain that light, positive, happy energy that you have overall and rise above that. And I'm sure you'll be able to come to some kind of conclusion, whether it's talking candidly with these other people around you about what's going on, and that might be a solution to that, and just being open, because people know when you're telling the truth. If you're being very honest and open with them, they'll know and recognize that, and the little falsehoods will be more glaringly obvious if you're very open as a rule with everybody else, because people will trust you and they'll know that you're a good person because you are. So ultimately, the advice is, carry on, keep your head high. Try to mind your own business as much as possible. If you can, avoid this person. If you can't, rise above their energy. Don't stoop down to their level. The Wheel of Fortune's coming in, and they're going to get what's coming to them. So ultimately, you don't have to retaliate, because they're going to slip up, and they're basically going to sabotage themselves with their words, their actions, their behaviors, whatever it might be. So let's just take a look into the crystal and see what else is coming in here. Additional advice for Cancer for the first half of October. Okay, so I'm seeing that there may be actually 3 people involved in this. So yourself, this other person, and then presumably someone that this kind of instigator is feeding information to. So just be aware of that. There is a third party involved here. If you can be very open with this other person, this can probably put a stop to this kind of unpleasantness. Yeah, I am seeing it's really too bad that this person is behaving that way, because the way that it's being shown, it's not going to be a quiet way that they get found out. Their behaviors are basically going to blow up in their face. I'm seeing like it looks kind of like a medieval kind of trumpeter, where they're like standing in the public square, and they're like saying, oh, this person did this and this and this and this. So it's becoming very public, and it's not quiet, and unfortunately this person is really going to be quite embarrassed. So it's too bad, but like I said, this is karma. So if you don't conduct yourself honorably, then you can expect that there will be consequences. So hopefully this person, whoever they are, is able to realize what they're getting themselves into, and hopefully they can shift out of that energy, because that's not going to be good for them. So you know, it's basically you're going to be, if your reputation is blemished by this person, it will be restored, and it will be restored in a very public way. So that's the energy that's coming in here for the next 2 weeks, Cancer. So this might be a little bit more of a drama type of October for you. So we'll see what love and romance has in store. Hopefully a little more peaceful. So this is for love and romance for Cancer for the first half of October. What does Cancer need to know about love and romance? Okay, so your overall energy here, oh, you've got the Devil. Not always a bad thing, don't worry. Now we also have the Star, and we have Death. Big energies, wow. Okay, let's see what your partner's coming in with. Overall, your partner's coming in with the Two of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Hermit. This is very interesting because Gemini's love and romance reading, they had the exact same two cards overlooking the love and romance spreads, but they had completely different cards below. So if you have any Gemini in like moon rising, take a look at the romance part for that video, because it may be relevant to you. So let's take a look here. Now you're coming in here with the Devil, you have the Star, and you have Death. So I'm going to work my way from the bottom up this time, actually, and find our way towards this energy. So you have the Star, which is really, really beautiful. This is my favorite. This is a card of being very connected to Spirit, receiving a lot of guidance from Spirit. And particularly if you're asking for it, you will be receiving answers and messages and guidance. So make sure you stay open. Keep your eyes and ears open for communication from Spirit. Now you also have Death. So this is some kind of fairly significant shift or change that's occurring within your relationship right now. Because it's paired with the Star, this is a highly beneficial change for you. It's particularly good for you. It will likely be very good for your partner too, but like this is definitely focused on a shift probably within you that is going to be very positive in how you relate to your partner and how you feel about the relationship. Now your partner is coming in here with the King of Pentacles and the Hermit, which is kind of a strange pairing. Now these two cards are highly spiritual cards, so it's probable that the both of you are doing some fairly intensive spiritual work. Now you're coming in more from the side of communicating with Spirit very successfully. Your partner is feeling a little bit more blocked. So there's a little bit of confusion. They're searching for answers. Perhaps they haven't quite reached that point. I'm hoping for them that they're going to reach out to the Star energy, because that's really where things are going to open up and become clearer for them. So you might actually be instrumental in helping your partner to get the clarity that they need right now. Now your partner is also coming in with the King of Pentacles, which is a strange kind of pairing because the Hermit is not very grounded. The Hermit is fairly up in the air, and they're looking for something to settle onto. So it's possible that your partner will be successful in finding that, because this is something that is very solid, something that they can really latch on to and feel a lot of security with. So because your partner's overall energy is the Two of Swords, it's indicating that they're trying to figure something out, something very specific. They have some kind of option on their mind. And this does have to do with the relationship. If we take a look here for both of you, there is a heart, and this is not a love deck, but just in these two particular cards, there is a heart in both of these cards. Here in the Two of Swords and within the Devil's hands here. So love is on the line. So we have to be very careful with these energies because they are the overall energies. They are what we are showing to each other right now. And right now you are probably aware that your partner is feeling some kind of conflict. It's an internal conflict. And right now they don't feel that they have the clarity that they need, and that's why they're going on this spiritual journey. They're going within and they're trying to search and find that answer that is eluding them right now. So you're going to have to be very patient. Unfortunately, the Devil is not very patient. The Devil is all about instant gratification. So that's going to be a challenge that you're going to have to work through and overcome. Because right now your energy is coming up as having the tendency to need and want things right now. And you're not going to be happy if you don't have things right now. So this may be something that you need to shed. This Devil energy could be what you are letting go of and shifting out of, which is really good. Like I said, there's not anything inherently wrong with the Devil. There's a time and place for this because the Devil is exciting. The Devil keeps things fresh and alive. The Devil helps to increase the passion and the chemistry within the relationship. But we have to honor where our partner's at, because if our partner is doing a lot of soul searching, then that's probably not the time to focus on our physical connection. It's probably more so the time to focus on our spiritual and emotional side of the relationship. So I'm glad that you have the Star coming in with death, helping you to shift over and match your partner's energy, and this is going to help them to work through this Two of Swords, which could be very troublesome for the relationship. But I think because of the complement of cards that are coming in here, that your partner is going to find the answer, the solution that they're looking for through this King of Pentacles energy. It could be a particular person who gives them advice and really helps them to put down some solid roots and feel very stable and okay with the way that things are. Or this can just be an energy that they start to take on. So this will be interesting for you for sure. I mean, you definitely have some conflict going on, within the general spread that we did to start off the reading. And then we do have you shifting and changing, to help out your partner here too. So there's a lot of energy stuff going on here. It's certainly not going to be a dull 2 weeks here. So I'm sure you'll be able to navigate through it. No problem. Remember that your overall energy was the Two of Pentacles. So keep that in mind. It is a very light and free-spirited energy, and there is a lot of innocence about it. So Always remember that, and you can come back to that energy anytime if you feel like you've kind of gotten pulled off track here. One thing that's coming to mind, remember that we had the devil in our original spread, and that was this other person coming in and basically being a negative influence in your life. Do your best not to let that other person's negative influence rub off on you and color the way that you approach your relationship. Because that would be a real shame, and that would be letting that other person kind of get the better of you and give them like a little bit of triumph. So don't let that happen. And that other person is, should be getting what's coming to them. If they're not going to be conducting themselves honorably, it's going to have a stop. It's going to stop within these next 2 weeks. So I think that's everything that's coming in here. So I'm going to draw the reading to a close with that. So I hope that you found these messages helpful, Cancer, and I certainly hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like a private reading with me, you can find my email in the description box below. So I will see you again in a couple weeks for your next 2-week forecast, and take care of yourself until then.